Jamie Lee Curtis, the acclaimed actress known for her iconic roles in horror films and comedies alike, recently shared a fascinating anecdote from her early life that could have dramatically altered her career path. As a young girl, she was on the verge of auditioning for one of the most groundbreaking and terrifying movies in cinematic history, a film that defined the horror genre for generations. However, her mother, the legendary actress Janet Leigh, stepped in and made a pivotal decision that prioritized her daughter's well-being over potential fame. The story begins with a phone call from a prominent Hollywood producer who had close ties to the family. This producer, recognizing the spark in young Jamie, reached out directly to Janet Leigh with an exciting opportunity. He was in the process of bringing a best-selling novel to the screen, a story that involved supernatural elements, possession, and intense psychological terror. He envisioned Jamie, then around 12 years old, as a potential fit for the lead role, describing her as cute, sassy, and full of personality. It's easy to imagine why, even at that tender age, Jamie exuded a natural charisma that would later become her trademark on screen. Janet Leigh, herself a star who had experienced the highs and lows of Hollywood firsthand, most famously for her chilling performance in a Hitchcock masterpiece involving an infamous shower scene, listened to the proposal carefully. But instead of jumping at the chance for her daughter to step into the spotlight so early, she firmly declined. Her reasoning was profoundly simple yet deeply protective. She wanted Jamie to have a genuine childhood. In an industry known for its pressures and the way it can accelerate maturity far beyond natural years, Janet chose normalcy over stardom. She believed that exposing a child to the dark, intense themes of such a film could be too burdensome, potentially robbing Jamie of the innocent joys that define youth. This decision, as Jamie later reflected, was a blessing in disguise. The role in question eventually went to another young actress who delivered a performance that became legendary, earning critical acclaim and embedding itself in pop culture forever. For Jamie, missing out on that part didn't hinder her trajectory. If anything, it allowed her to enter the world of acting on her own terms, a few years later, when she was more prepared. Interestingly, the film still left an indelible mark on Jamie's life, even without her involvement. Years later, as a teenager celebrating a milestone birthday, her family arranged a private screening of the movie at their home, which was equipped with professional projection capabilities. Surrounded by friends, Jamie watched the story unfold, only to find herself utterly terrified by its content. The scares were so profound that they lingered long after the credits rolled, with her school friends teasing her relentlessly about her reactions. It was a humorous yet telling moment, proof that the film's power to disturb was universal, affecting even those connected to Hollywood royalty. Despite this fright, or perhaps because of it, Jamie Lee Curtis went on to embrace the horror genre with open arms. Her debut in a low-budget slasher film directed by a then up-and-coming filmmaker marked the beginning of her reign as one of the ultimate final girls in cinema. That movie, shot quickly with a small crew and minimal resources, captured lightning in a bottle. No one involved, from the actors to the director and writer, fully grasped the cultural phenomenon it would become. It was a project born of passion and youthful energy, where everyone was simply thrilled to be part of something creative. The lack of expectations allowed for pure magic to emerge, resulting in a franchise that spans decades. Reflecting on those early days, Jamie often highlights the freedom that came with low stakes. There was no pressure to live up to massive hype. Instead, there was joy in the process. The cast and crew were young, enthusiastic, and unburdened by the weight of legacy. This environment fostered innovation and authenticity, qualities that resonated with audiences worldwide. Over the years, Jamie has returned to that iconic character multiple times, each iteration exploring new facets of survival, resilience, and the enduring appeal of fear in storytelling. Janet Leigh's choice also speaks volumes about parenting in the entertainment industry. Many child stars face challenges stemming from early exposure to fame's demands, loss of privacy, accelerated adulthood, and the emotional toll of performing complex roles. By shielding Jamie from that at such a young age, Janet provided a foundation of normal experiences: school, friends, parties, and the simple pleasures of being a kid. This grounding likely contributed to Jamie's longevity in Hollywood, where she has navigated highs and lows with grace, humor, and professionalism. Moreover, Jamie's career trajectory demonstrates that opportunities abound for those who wait for the right moment. After her breakout horror role, she diversified into comedies, dramas, and family films, showcasing her versatility. From remakes of classic tales involving body swaps to action-packed adventures and heartfelt dramas, she has built a resume that defies categorization. Her Oscar win in recent years further cemented her status as a beloved and respected figure in the industry. The anecdote also touches on the interconnected world of Hollywood families. Jamie grew up surrounded by legends, her father a charismatic leading man, her mother an enduring screen queen in her own right. Yet, despite this pedigree, her parents' divorce and the complexities of their lives didn't overshadow her upbringing entirely, thanks in part to decisions like the one Janet made. In interviews, Jamie expresses gratitude for her mother's wisdom. It allowed her to discover acting organically, through enthusiasm rather than obligation. She has spoken about the joy of those early projects, where the focus was on creativity, not commerce. This perspective has informed her approach to later roles, including sequels and reboots that honor original works while bringing fresh energy. The horror genre itself owes much to films like the one Jamie almost auditioned for. It pushed boundaries, exploring themes of faith, evil, and the human psyche in ways that were groundbreaking at the time. Its influence can be seen in countless subsequent movies, including those starring Jamie. The practical effects, atmospheric tension, and raw performances set a standard that aspiring filmmakers still study today. Jamie's personal encounter with the film as a teen highlights its timeless scare factor. Even with foreknowledge and a home setting, it provoked genuine fear, underscoring the director's mastery in building dread. Her friends' teasing became a fond memory, a rite of passage in adolescence shared through the lens of cinema. Ultimately, this story is one of maternal instinct triumphing over ambition. Janet Leigh, having navigated the industry's glamour and grit, knew the value of timing. She ensured her daughter entered the profession ready, resilient, and excited. Jamie Lee Curtis's enduring success, spanning horror icons, comedic triumphs, and advocacy work, stands as testament to that foresight.